It's your boy Papa Duck. Check this out. What if I told y'all that frequencies triggers emotions and that the government used those frequencies to place into music to trigger people's emotion?
Music is frequency programming. Music is frequency. What frequency are you being fed? If I play with those frequencies, right, I can target certain parts of the mind, target the frequency to go to certain parts of the mind, and I can literally, if I want you to astral project, or if I want you to go to sleep, or if I want you to go into a meditative state, I can make my music do that.
Frequencies carrying information, this technology has long been known, carrying information and perceptions within the frequency that the brain decodes information. The brain will decode those frequencies and will have those perceptions. You can externally influence people's perceptions externally by broadcasting these frequencies that we interact with because we are antenna.
Basically, I'm gonna break that down in layman terms. This is basically what it means. You know how when you come around somebody, you get a bad vibe or a good vibe? That's the frequency. And what that happened was, back in the day, all our radios and everything was standard at 432 hertz, which is a good frequency, positive. What the government done did is switched it to 440 hertz, which is a negative frequency. So every time you turn on the radio, the TV, or anything that's broadcasting, we broadcasting at 440 hertz, which is a negative frequency. Now you see how far the rabbit hole goes? Back to the video. Check this out. Now I'm finna show y'all just how powerful music is and how the government uses music to control people. This is part one. I got part two coming up next, so y'all do not want to miss that. Now, the acronym of MC, which I know half the music industry probably don't know what that means or stands for. MC stands for Master of Ceremonies. That's just how far-fetched, or that's how far from the origin of music we are today. You feel me? But MC stands for Master of Ceremonies. And if you pay attention, when you go to concerts, those are ceremonies. And ceremonies are where rituals are performed. Now you see how deep this shit finna get. I'm finna show y'all just how far the rabbit hole goes. And I guarantee you, y'all gonna look at music totally different from this video. Check this out.
I became acutely aware that spells were being used in concerts and in music in a ritualistic way. Everyone who attends a concert and cheers on and sing along with the lyrics. And what are the lyrics? They're words spelled out. And what did I say a long time ago about lyrics and songs? When we sing along with a song over and over and over again, what is that? That is a form of affirmation.
Remember earlier I told y'all what an MC or a rapper was, which MC stands for Master of Ceremonies. Now look at the definition ritual. Don't you see the word ceremonies in it? Now y'all starting to see what the hell I'm talking about. Just look at the word spell. A spoken word held to have magic powers. I told y'all words are spells. Look at the definitions. Now, this is what I want y'all to do. Take your own time, do your own research on these words that I just showed you and how close related they are. Now, when you pay attention to another concert, when you see them people out there going crazy, pumping their fists, they woo, man, that's a fucking ritual. That's the type of shit that witches use witchcraft through type shit. You dig what I'm saying? And also, this is why the fucking devil was a musician. How many of y'all knew that? The Pied Piper, all these different things. I'm gonna show y'all how all this shit is connected. You feel what I'm saying? Now we finna start getting into the meat and potatoes of this shit, cause I done been patient with y'all enough, showing y'all the small shit. Now we finna move into some heavy shit. Y'all pay close attention to what the fuck I'm finna tell y'all. And like I say, feel free, do your own research, and Believe this shit, boy, the rabbit hole goes deep.
The sad reality is that where we now play our music is in A440. Where did that come from? It used to be 417. A440 came in with the Roman Catholic Church. They suppressed the frequencies. They lost somehow the 152 of the best Gregorian chants, including the hymn to St. John the Baptist, which we've now recovered. That particular hymn was what triggered Dr. Palaio's investigation, looking for those frequencies of vibration by which the music was played. It was known as the most uplifting hymn of all the ages, the most spiritually uplifting hymn. Hymn to St. John the Baptist. It was played to 6 tones. These are those 6 tones. These are those 6 frequencies. And so the A440 is what now is the standard tuning. If you go A439, you're closer to one of the Creator's tones. If you go A441, you're closer to one of the Creator's original tones. That's how precisely it has been manipulated. To do what? To shut down the 95% of your brain, particularly the right brain that operates the heart-mind to the divine human community.
Some decades ago, there was a guy who worked out the frequencies of different emotional states. This is long ago. I mean, it's very, very sophisticated now. So every thought, every emotional response is a frequency. It generates a frequency, and it is of itself a frequency. Hate is a frequency, and it's different to love. You know, when you are in a room and there's lots of aggression and conflict and hatred, you feel it. What do people say? Oh God, you can cut the atmosphere with a knife in there. That is because the frequencies of hate and conflict have been so generated, they have changed the electromagnetic field of the room.
When you go driving your car and your channel on the radio is tuned to a station and you're grooving to the music, you love that music. As you get farther and farther away from the broadcasting tower, that music gets static. You start to lose the signal from the clear channel, broadcast, and it gets staticky. When it gets staticky, you get a little annoyed. But you want to listen to it. You really have a heart for that music, so you continue to listen to it for another 10, 15 miles, and suddenly it becomes so annoying that you just get disgusted. You go, ah, and you shut it off. And if you continue to listen to it, you get sick. That's what we're talking about here. Except you don't even know that you've been listening to the static your whole life. You don't even know what the true resonant frequency is because it has been kept from you.
Now, of course, to really be effective, we need to use the proper words and phrases, scientifically selected. But that gives you the basic idea. We embed messages just below the threshold of perception, so they can go directly into the subconscious.
They can play across a community these frequencies without anyone knowing, and it starts to have an effect, and it starts to build rage, it starts to build anger, and people might not realize why they're feeling it, but they start to feel it. And then what they do is they trigger that with an event. Maybe some guy is attacked by the police or something, or somebody's arrested for something they didn't commit, and now there's the trigger. The blue touch paper has been lit of this manufactured frequency-driven rage, and you have mass riots and what have you, and people do things that they wouldn't normally do.
So in other words, the master composer, master conductor of the Universal Orchestra is singing love songs in 5/8, uplifting everything simultaneously. And we're the only species out of tune and accepting static for the clear channel.
Do you know that the American military, they've admitted this. They have technology that fires frequencies at the enemy that basically breaks the enemy's spirit, so they give up and put their weapons down. This is the technology we're dealing with.
It's your boy Papa Dope. Man, I appreciate y'all for checking out my videos, man. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, do what you do. Also, follow me on all social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, because you do not want to miss new music, and you definitely don't want to miss another video. At the end of the day, we family, and I'm just trying to get you to open your eyes and see things in a different light. And like I tell y'all, I don't fuck with you humans.